Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest back in the building. My guy, newly signed. Part 2 on the way. On the Radar. Shaw G's back in the building, my guy. Welcome to the show.
Cool.
First of all, man, I've told you in the DMs, but I'm extremely proud of you.
Good looking, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I appreciate you too.
When I got the little sub notification from No Jumper, and it was like, it was like the Shaw G's interview. I was like, get the fuck out.
Right.
I was just happy, man. You know what I'm saying? I was just happy to see you up there, happy to see you up there, happy to see Adam, starting to kind of tap in with everybody out here in New York too. I think that shit's fire, man.
Nah,
So
facts.
congratulations.
That's nice. Shout out to Adam too.
Shout out, and also your son. Now we got mad shit to talk about today, but
facts.
the first thing I want to ask you is, how do you feel?
Feel great, bro. Gangsta.
Compared to like when you came here last time, like I remember like you came up here last time and when we were talking, I know, first of all, the freestyle you did last time, I think people should know. I'm like, that was a one take, right? That was a one take. The shot came in. Shot came early, right? One took it. And not only did he come early, Shot came 30 minutes early to both of these things.
Facts.
So I need a lot of y'all rappers out here to sturdy up because
step that game up.
Because Shah be coming on time, Shah be knocking out everything, and Shah be mad punctual. And also, he's the most polite drill rapper that has come on my show.
Yeah.
You always make sure that you're on time, and I appreciate that about you. And I think that's why you're going to go far, bro. Because it's like, looking at you and what you've done so far, it's just like, it only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? All the good things happening to you because it's not like, I feel like you don't take things for granted.
Yeah. And like, you just got to know how to like take step day by day and just move on with life. Like, and there was a lot of people, like, even before I got signed and stuff, like, people down me, hating on me and shit, and I still outgrew that shit. Still right to the point. Still dropped what I wanted to drop. Still was doing what I wanted to do. I'm just glad I'm in this predicament. And it's like, now we on the next level now. So now we gotta take this shit more serious. So shit not a game.
Right. Let's start with you getting signed, right? So how did the signing first begin? How did we get to this point? How did you first? Shout out Ben, because Ben.
Shout out Ben. Shout out Jeff. Shout out Chris. Shout out the whole team, the whole Signal Columbia team. Nate, everybody. We active. We active now. It's lit. But that shit started by like, I don't know, like, how you want me to say it? Like where? Like
when did they first reach out to you?
All right, so when I dropped new op, like that shit was going crazy. Going crazy. So I was already getting mad other calls and shit. Already getting like mad calls from other record labels and shit. But they was the first ones to already hit me up. Like they was the first ones. So we was talking and stuff. Like what they was talking great. Like for me, it was a good talk with Jeff, Chris. I got to meet up with Chris and stuff. In the studios. I was going to the studio for mad days. So we was getting to know each other more. Me and Jeff getting to know each other more. But like Jeff was still in LA and stuff. So he was in LA. So I was in the Bronx and shit. So Chris was out here. We was talking. We was getting more to know each other. And then I was jacking them. For me, I ain't really get to meet with the other record labels because I already feel like this was the one for me already. So I was talking to them. It was regular, like just regular talks with other record labels. We was just sitting there listening to my music, see what I got coming next, stuff. And with Chris and them and Jeff and them, I was going to the studio already, busting down hits already, going crazy, like, for me, and that was before they even signed and shit. So once I just made my decision, like that last week, Jeff and them.
It's fire, man.
Fire, it's a great feeling, like, for me. This is just the beginning. So we know we got a lot to do. And done, a lot of work gotta be done. Shit already coming good, so we just gonna keep the good energy and keep everything that we've been doing. Just keep going forward.
Do you feel like you're fully like just focused on the music right now?
Yes.
Do you feel like you're in that good spot?
Yeah, I'm in that good spot right now. I feel great. Wake up, good energy, like feeling great after, like, I just got signed. Good. So
Cause I know like I know you're like aware and we've seen it like throughout history. You know what I'm saying? Like when people get signed, it's like that's when like the real work really starts.
Right,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
facts.
saying?
That's when you gotta just like even them days like you gotta step your game up now. Like this is like it now. Like this is your way out. This is your way of working hard. This is what you grind for. This is what people wanted. This is what people grind. This is what people rap for to get signed.
Yeah.
To get out of here. So certain people might not look at it like that. Some people might be independent. So shout out to the independent artists out here too. Um, but like I just feel like being signed is just a way of like just getting out of here. Like just I mean, you just got to do the right thing though. You gotta just know you gotta work.
Right. Cause
Like be
even
in that
like
studio 24/7 every day. Shit, not a game either. Like it's fun, but it's not a game either. You gotta now pick up what you was doing before, left of what you was doing before. Now you gotta be more harder.
yeah.
I mean, the pace you was on before is not gonna be the pace you was on after you got signed. You're gonna have way more songs than what you was doing before. Cause what before you get signed, people don't really go to this. Like you go to the studio, but like you're not really like once you get signed, ain't nothing, like, you going to straight to the studio. You gotta get work done. So good, good experience.
Yeah. Cause
I,
even
I,
like
I learned new things, like not other than just a sign. I learned going to LA. I ain't never gone on a trip before. You heard? Finally went to my first trip. Went to LA.
yeah.
Jeff and them was chilling. Went to dinner. Everything was great. Like for me, I felt good. Seeing new things. You mean you exploring new things than what you was before.
Right. That LA trip. That was your first time on a plane.
I want to play
Scared, nervous.
a little bit like going down like that shit like. I ain't really care. Like getting on a plane, I ain't really care. I was by the window and I'm watching the side. You seeing it shaking and shit while I was up in the air. That shit was like fake bugging me out a little bit.
But did the
But
LA
that shit
trip?
wasn't bad though. That shit was cool. That shit was cool. I ain't never been on a plane before, so it's my first time. Been good, so I'm here with you talking today. So
Aside from like the business stuff, what do you feel like the LA trip like opened your eyes to? You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, cause like you said, you've never been on a trip before in your life, right?
um,
So you never really gotten, I mean, I'm sure you've gone places, you've driven places, whatever,
um,
but you haven't been able to go to a place that's hasn't been outside of reachable by a whip. You know what I'm saying? So like going to LA for you, how did that open your eyes to like, yo, like, do you feel like going to LA and coming back, do you feel like it opened your eyes like, yo, there's really like more shit to this than just like, oh, like New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people be
way
like so
more.
stuck in their ways here?
Facts.
Do you feel like now that you have a different
Yeah, I want to
perspective on
just
life
see
now?
more. It just make me want to see more out there. Things. Next trip gonna be Jamaica, probably Africa,
I would love that for you.
somewhere nice, Colombia, anywhere.
Yeah, because I always think that, like, whenever y'all tell me that y'all never been on a trip before, I'll be like, man, they first trip is gonna change their life. Because it's like, I even think about the mindset that you came to me with like 6 months ago or whenever we did it. It was like, New York, the block, this, that, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But then it's like, okay, you go on this trip to LA. First of all, you get to be in a place that's warm 24/7,
Facts.
right? All year
Facts.
long.
Facts.
And you get to like go to dinner and you kind of get to see like how your life could be if you just
Stay on
apply
the
yourself.
yes. That's it. That's exactly what you just said. Agree with you.
And now you applying yourself, my boy. So we do know Jumper, right? Poetic Flacco says that you have his favorite on the radar freestyle. First of all, I love
He
that.
been yeah, yo. He been showing love. Like I've been saying no jumper. Show love from the beginning, like before I even pop. Like even when y'all at the same time, like when I dropped the on the radar freestyle, I guess that's when they met me. They got the attention from y'all, and that's what made them jack me. So I used to see them like on other people's lives when I used to be on live, like Shot G's, like the On the Radar.
Oh, Flocko would be in the lives?
But it would be no jumper.
Oh, but like Flocko's still no jumper. Yeah,
probably
yeah.
Flocko.
That I like that he was the one in tune too, because like I even be seeing like, well, some of the questions he be asking, I'd be like, Flocko, why would you say that? But he's super in tune, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Like,
even though he's not from here.
In tune. He not even from here. He in tune.
Yeah. And I appreciate y'all speaking about On the Radar on there too, because like that's it. Cause I think like that same day like Ice Spice had said something about her freestyle with like on like Apple, so like those two things happened the same day. Like I'm just happy that like that freestyle, because I even think when you and I were talking about the first freestyle too, you were like, oh, I'm about to do like some motivational shit. And I think that was the right thing to do. I feel like some people just, you know, on their first try.
You gotta just show people you different, like in certain stuff. So like that's how when I get the chance to see new things, I try new stuff just so that people can hear it. Mm-hmm. Jacking it, then I know for me it's not like I started to gift it. I wanted to do a drill song. See how my fans will feel this flow before I start going and start giving them that type of flow when I start dropping my videos. And like they jacked it all the way. Like they jacked it. That boosts my followers too. Like being on the radar. Everybody just jacked it. Like they love that On the Radar freestyle. Everybody used to tell me like, yo, that On the Radar freestyle is fire. Keep going.
Right. And I even feel like you also influence like other people to switch up some of their freestyles too. Cause like, you know, you see like the little ripple effects of when other people come on the show and the type of freestyles they do. And like, I feel like after, like kind of after you came and after like, you know, someone like T-Dot came, like the freestyles that certain artists would do became more like motivationally driven instead of just, you know, as a, like, well, I'm speaking strictly like drill artist wise, but like they became more like kind of what y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like, okay, cool, like this is what the natural evolution of a lot of y'all is gonna be too, because the certain type of music that gets made isn't gonna work forever. You know what I'm saying? And but motivational shit always works forever, because people, that's what people like to hear in the long term of things anyway. So you already kind of had that on your like.
I already got that on my back already. Watch what I'm about to drop. You're about to see some.
What are we doing today for part 2?
Yeah. I'm gonna try something different too. New Jersey. I'm gonna try New Jersey. See how they jacking that. So once I get on that flow, they gonna see what type of time I'm on.
Cause Ben sent me the beat and I haven't listened to the beat yet. Cause I'm like, yo, like I love Shaw. So I'm like, I don't even want to hear the beat. I just kind of
want to hear the freestyle. I already know.
I want to wait till you do it, and I think that it's cool that now you kind of get to start tapping into like the Jersey clubs. Cause I feel like again, it's a natural evolution for you now. Cause now it's like, okay, you made the music that you made New Op, you made all that. Now it's like, let's have fun.
Have fun, yes.
And I love the video you did with Rella and Use. Like I love y'all on the remix of that. And I obviously, like, you know, in the comments, people were just like talking whatever, because it's like, you know, I guess like it's controversial.
Yeah.
You and Rella and Use did a song.
It's not what people expected. That's why.
Yeah.
And you know, fans say what they say, but views don't lie, numbers don't lie, none of that, none lie. So whatever negativity you gotta say about the song, just leave a comment.
Right.
Leave it as where it is. If you see people jacking it, just go with the flow. That's all.
Right. And I think it's just that, you know, the reception. Well, first of all, the remix is great, right? I loved how all y'all flowed on it. Like, I even think Yus did a really, really good job. And that might be, you know, one of my favorite things that Yus has done recently as well. And with the song itself, I think, like, the comment section is the perfect example and reason that shows why, you know, we always talk about, like, oh, New York isn't like Atlanta. We'd be stronger together. But then, you know, this is something that wouldn't be expected, that kind of leans more towards that stronger together. And then, like, you see the comments and it's a lot of people hating on it, right? And it's like, this is why we can move forward as a city with some form of unity between certain artists. And I think that's a disservice of the fans, because it's like, yo, you stopping us from moving forward and kind of trying to move towards a better goal together.
Facts. Lil Durk, everybody hate on, even industry rappers. There's always somebody that got something negative to say. You know what I'm trying to say? You see that all day on the media, son, with Lil Durk, Lil Baby, son.
Yeah.
that shit don't even really mean nothing to me. Like, this is just the beginning. You gonna see way more of that shit when I get where mainstream. For me,
Right. Has the label tried to at least like start conversations with you and some mainstream artists?
nah, yeah. Soon happen. Soon happen. It's just beginning right now. We chilling right now.
Right.
We just getting step by step done right now.
More so introducing you to the
Yeah,
rest of the world now.
introducing me to people, me and new people, marketing people. So just starting. I know we gonna fuck the city up.
I think it even feels better now for you too, because I feel like you've kind of taken the longer route in this shit. You know, like even going back again to like our last convo and you being like, you know, you feeling like you've been counted out, this, and that. To some extent, you know, the word blackball can get thrown around there in some part of our conversation on and off the camera. But like, I feel like, you know, you've done the necessary thing. Like it's been a longer road for you, but I feel like the longer road is more rewarding because you can kind of look back over like the last year and be like, wow,
Facts.
this and this
That's what I
happened.
do. I really do. I really watch. Like I really watch all my old videos. Came like from me last year. I got locked up and that sent me back.
A little bit, yeah.
So I had to restart a chapter. You know what I'm trying to say? So I missed out on it a little bit, but then I came back and I see people wanted to watch me.
And I think you're smart because, like, you know, even with talking about how, I remember the one clip of ours that kind of went crazy was you kind of talking about like where we at in like the red light, green light, yellow light in terms of like the drill wave. But it feels like even like, you know, you kind of said that we were in the middle towards like the end. What you've done with that is kind of like you've just done the motivational music. You're doing the club music now. Like you already know like things don't last forever. So it's like, okay, cool. Like I'm signed now. I don't know how much longer X, Y, and Z type of music is gonna last. So let me just get ahead of this game. So we got new singles on the way.
We got a emotional. We got some emotional.
Okay,
On the way.
I'm with that.
Gonna shock the streets up. Got a lot of stuff on the way. A lot. They gonna see I'm different. Everything gonna add up to what I'm talking about. I don't really want to talk too much. I just wanted to just show.
Word, man. Well, look, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Continue to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Continue to be great. Continue to keep your head down and just keep working like you always have. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the success get to your head because it's just only going to get crazier, man. And like I said, again, proud of you. By the time people see this, Freestyle Part 2 is out now. So go stream that. Go check that out. Before we get out of here, Sha, you know the drill, man. Let the people know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff.
Follow
Now
me
the
on
time to do it.
Instagram, shot_GZ__. Yeah, I know what's going on. Wow.
There you go, man. Well, make sure you go follow Sha. Make sure you go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But try to renew that. Till next time, Sha G's on the radar. We out. Boom. My guy. Love. Boom. Dope.